Aldridge. He is one of my newest family members, a Diamond Delight. Check him out. Show him some love. He's there on SoundCloud. He's in Reverb Nation. He even has his own website. So check him out. You can Google him, JakeAldridge. And if you're looking for promotion, you know someone that's an independent artist and want to have their positive music played here on the show, they can always send me an email at music@ljdnshow.com. I am here with my guest, Mr. Antione Curry, is in the house.
Hey, how you doing, Lena?
I'm doing good. Working hard, and so are you. You're a busy man.
I am. I'm trying to be.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the opening of the new business.
Appreciate it. So it's a great adventure right now, and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. Well, you know, the good thing about it is that it's something that's in demand. The thing about it, it's not something that we think about very often until something happens. And lately, it's just been a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. And it's actually one of those businesses where, you don't wish it upon anybody to have fire damage, water damage, anything of that such matter. But it's a business that you can do and be proud of because it gives you the opportunity to actually help people in a time of need. So that's why I love it, and I'm enjoying it right now.
Okay. Now, let's tell us a little bit about your background and what inspired you to open up this business and things of that sort, and what exactly it is that you do, as for water damage. I mean, we all have an idea, but we could be way off on things. So tell us some stuff.
Okay. Well, first a little thing about me. I moved here from. I'm actually from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. Did a lot of my raising up in Canton, Ohio. Joined the military. Did 24 years in the military, and it was one of those situations where it was time to retire, and I knew I wanted to go into business for myself. So, I did a lot of research, looking to a lot of companies. And then I came across 1-800-WATER damage. And the big thing about 1-800-WATER damage is we are a Belfour franchise company. So we are partners with the world's largest home restoration company. So, just looking at their history and seeing that this new business that they're starting up and the opportunity to help other people, I'm like, hey, this is definitely the direction I want to go. So, I just jumped into it, and ever since then, like I say, I'm having a good time at it. I really love helping people out and opportunities of need for them,
Mhm. Now, so when you were in the military, your background was it restoration? Were you in restoration in the military?
You know what? I was not. I started off. I don't know if you know much about the military, but I started off as a ship serviceman. Who pretty much managed and shipped stores and barbershops. Later on, I became a cryptologic technician. So that at that time, I was just taking care. I was maintaining all the classified information at a command, and then with the Navy downsides, I ended up being a yeoman. So my background is actually administrative. So this field was totally new to me. It was totally new to me. But yeah. And even my wife, she said a couple of times, she never thought I would do this type of job, but it's just the support that I received from when I first acquired about the business to today. It's just the support is so great where, I'm confident in what I do. And right now I've been doing it for about 8 months now. And like I say, the with the company background, Belfour background, the other 1-800-WATER damage franchisees, especially the more veteran type guys, the support is there. So, it's a phone call away. And if I have any stumbles or trips or falls, I have people to back me up. So, yeah.
Well,
it makes the venture way, way worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting, did you, so I'm pretty sure you had to do your research about this.
Definitely.
I mean, why of all things that you could have done? I mean, 24 years in the military, you got it going on, got a nice little, pinch and got yourself together, and you could have opened any type of business.
Yes.
Why the water? Why water damage?
Well, and my first adventure, I actually started in the restaurant business. I first was invested into a burger franchise.
Okay.
I was first invested to a burger franchise, and it was just, I just say the Lord didn't. The direction I was going, He didn't want me to go that direction. Things started going downhill, and if you got that gut feeling when something not right, it's best to go with that gut. And just things was not right at the time when I was working with this burger franchise. So I actually reached out because I spent so much time with them trying to get things rolling, So I actually reached out. I got a franchise coach, and I did like a little assessment of, fields I would do good in and things I would not. And actually, he brought up the 1-800-Water Damage franchise to me. And like I said, like you said, I did my research. And for all your listeners, I tell you, if you ever think about opening a business, franchise, whatever you plan on doing it, do your research. Do your research, learn the field, learn the profession. And I did that. And like I said, I was so comfortable with the situation of this franchise and the support of being part of Belfour. I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. And you know what? I look back and I don't regret one day.
And it sounds like, it is very rewarding because you're doing something, you're restoring things that touches people dearly,
Yes.
And so I'm pretty sure the appreciation that you get just from restoring something that people thought was lost is like incredible. I'm pretty sure just that by itself is worth it. Let you know that you made the right choice.
Let me tell you something. It's nothing like, 90% of my first customer contact is uncomfortable. Here you have individuals who went through probably one of the most devastating things of their life. They had a hot water heater break, or somebody while he was gone, the pipe was leaking for months, and their house is just either water is just everywhere, or something was on fire. It's just hard to first have that initial contact and be, you're like, hey, how you doing? It's more like, hey, sorry to hear about the situation, but I let them know I'm here to help you out. And the best part about this job, and I really, really love about this job, is no matter what the situation is at the beginning, when I leave that home, I guarantee you it's thank you, I appreciate it. And I make sure when I leave, it doesn't go any other way. So, like I said, the beginning might be rough, but what you do for a family or an individual at that time of need it's nothing more rewarding just to see them smile and say, I appreciate it. You made me confident that I can move on from here.
That's it, because it's hard. I was in a fire before. And and I didn't get the worst of it, I got the back end of it, more damage from the firemen coming through and the smoke smell than anything else.
Yeah.
And, fortunately, I was blessed that they caught it before it, burned everything else. But some people weren't as fortunate. But just going in and seeing the damage that was done to my personal things,
Yes.
You kind of feel it. And I had to stay in a hotel, me and my husband, and it kind of gives you a sense of abandonment. You just feel like it's just not worth trying to do it anymore. And I can imagine how those people felt in Texas, in parts of Florida and Puerto Rico, where they've lost everything. Where you sit here and you work so hard, with me it's like, hey, I want someone to put down my floors. But then I stop and think, that what if something happened? And it doesn't even have to be a flood. It could be a pipe. It could be a washing machine. And I come in one day and I have nothing but water. I'm walking in water. what good is that new floor? What good is
Yeah.
it? And it's like you're crying and you got
Yeah.
concern about mold getting in the walls. It could just be a nightmare.
And you know what? And a lot of people, their first reaction isn't what the damage is what they're possibly lost. You know, like what did I just lose? And I had a opportunity, a great opportunity to go to Houston and help out during that time of need, and it was like I say, to see some of the homes of what they went through, and the damage that was caused. But I tell everybody, and I love telling the story, but the spirit of the homes I went into was outstanding, and it wasn't much on the news. I've seen it on the news, but the witness that neighbors was helping neighbors. One thing we do, Lena, like if I go into a home and it's water been in the walls and it's been sitting in the walls and it's mold in those walls, if it's more than 48 hours, we're going to cut that out. We're going to get rid of all that porous material, and we go into homes and it's already done. They already made the flood cuts in their home, and they got fans going, and you look in there, you're going there, you're like, wow, how did you guys do this? And it's like, well, my neighbor down the street had an idea, or this guy had an idea. They was actually helping each other, so it was awesome. It was awesome to see them neighbors coming together, and I guarantee you, it's probably neighbors who only beat the horn at each other every now and then when they see each other, but now they actually came face to face and said, hey, let's help each other. So that was awesome.
Camaraderie, they were able to.
Yes.
You have something in common. It seems like we get together better with each other when we find that we have something in common. We have something that we can share together.
Yes.
That is an unforgettable experience. That was truly a blessed time to be able to go down there and see that. I saw it on the news. I watched it on the news. Now tell us about the damage that in the flood like environment. Is there sewage concerns there, and how bad can it really affect you?
Yeah, sewage is always a negative. I mean, we're going to take that's one of our highest categories, 3. So when we get a situation like sewage, we're immediately on it. First thing we do, we're going to extract that water out of there because it's a health concern, right? So we extract the water out of there, and then whatever that sewage touch is leaving. It's gone. We're getting rid of it. We're not even taking the chance to clean anything, and I hope anybody who have experienced this dealing with a company, if a company try to clean sewage, just please call somebody else, and they don't even have to be 1-800 water damage. Just call somebody because it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. And I try to explain to people that the nicest way. If somebody threw some boo boo on you, I guarantee you're not going to keep that shirt anymore. You're going to get rid of that shirt. So it's the same way. We're going to get rid of all that. We're going to clean it up because, like I say, sewage is a health hazard all the way around.
There are some things that just can't be saved, right?
Yes. Thank you. And, and Lena, some people that, like I say, a personal item, they'll want to hold on to it. And I say, let's not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's replaceable. If your health is good, if the family is safe, everything else is replaceable.
Yes. Now, if you experience, we talked somewhat about large floods. Now let's talk about the smaller floods that can happen in the house. The damage that they can cause, like say your washing machine overfloods. Okay, you don't know, you're not home, you put the clothes on or whatever, or you're not even in the same room, you walk out to your kitchen area or wherever your washing machine, and you got a small flood there, and it's full of water. Or a pipe that's broken inside a wall that's insulated, okay?
Right.
Now, won't that mold? So how do you get rid of stuff like that?
And one thing about this business is job you go to is going to be different. You're never going to go to the job and it's the exact same thing because water has a